members of the class of 2020, parents, spouses, friends, family members of the graduates, members of the faculty and staff, and fellow quarantiners. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Department of Chemistry 2020 virtual diploma ceremony. I am Todd Kraus, chair of the chemistry department, and I wanted to say a few words reflecting on the rather unique experiences of our graduates during their 3.75 years here at the University of Rochester. First and foremost, I want to say we hope that you and your loved ones are well and will continue to remain so during these uncertain and unprecedented times. When we planned our spring semester 2020 way back in January, I can definitely say that sending almost all of our undergraduates home and teaching remotely in basically crisis mode was not something we had on the drawing board. Seniors, by all accounts, you have handled this educational adversity with the distinction and excellence that we come to expect from our chemistry majors at Rochester. As the great inventor Thomas A. Edison said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Well, for the class of 2020, you clearly have not given up on your degree in chemistry from Rochester, despite these unprecedented obstacles having been thrown your way this past semester. I mean, what is just a little pandemic disruption when compared to, having to write your 234 lab report that's due in 2 hours? All of us affiliated with the chemistry department congratulate you. We are very proud of what you have accomplished and have the highest hopes for your future. We can't be together in person. We certainly wanted to make time to celebrate the candidates who will be receiving the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, and the Doctor of Philosophy degrees in chemistry. Of course, these achievements are special not just for you graduates, but for us faculty as well, because one of the distinguishing characteristics of the Department of Chemistry at the University of Rochester is our continued relationship with and pride in our alumni. As chair, I have met many alumni who, even dozens of years after their graduation, still look back fondly on their times at Rochester. Today, graduates, you make that same transition from students to alumni. Now, I understand that with social distancing, remote learning, sheltering in place, and the economy contracting, it may be hard right now to take time for reflection on your experiences at Rochester. But trust me, someday you will. You'll remember what it was like when you entered Hutchinson Hall for the first time to attend your first chemistry class. That unique sensation on your palate that can only result from your first Rochester garbage plate and its many isomers. Your first experience of snow in Rochester during finals week in May. But on a more serious note, I do hope someday you look back with fondness on your favorite chemistry class, or your favorite chemistry professor, or your first teaching assistant or workshop leader experience. It is also important to mention that figuring prominently in the success we celebrate today are the chemistry faculty, instructors, mentors, advisors, and staff. Chemistry faculty are, first and foremost, teacher scholars who are truly dedicated to imparting their knowledge and skills to students. Members of our faculty have been recognized for their excellence in teaching, curricular development, seminal research, leadership, and mentoring. I know my colleagues would agree that it has been a great pleasure to have worked with some of the best and brightest minds in the country, both in the classroom and in the laboratory. However, unlike the water in the mighty Genesee, which flows only one direction, toward Lake Ontario, at Rochester, learning flows bidirectionally, not only from teacher to student, but also vice versa. Faculty had much to learn from students, for, as Albert Einstein once said, if we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Graduates, you have inspired us and motivated us throughout your time here, and on behalf of all the faculty, I want to say a sincere thank you for intellectually enriching our lives these past few years. Now, in the spirit of giving thanks, I have one final assignment for you graduates and this one is a tad easier than Professor Franco's quantum mechanics problem sets. Take a moment and say thank you. Thank you to those who have helped you get where you are today, be it parents, spouses, family members, friends, and other loved ones who have been with you throughout your academic journey. Graduates, you didn't work in a vacuum, and so go out and say thank you to the many people that have been there for advice and encouragement along the way. Often at commencement, I'll mention the importance of chemists specifically and scientists more generally in solving the most important socioeconomic problems of the world. However, with respect to our most pressing and most serious challenge, battling the COVID-19 pandemic, it is clear that chemistry and chemists are playing a critical role. You see, viruses are identified by the specific sequence of their nucleic acids, and in particular for coronavirus, it is by the sequence of ribonucleic acids, or RNA. The genome for COVID-19 was sequenced in January of this year using RNA sequencing procedures developed by Frederick Sanger and Walter Gilbert, for which they received a share of the Chemistry Nobel Prize in 1980. Initial tests for a COVID-19 infection worked by identifying the presence of the unique RNA sequence of the virus. These tests use a technique called polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, to amplify a small amount of viral genetic material found in a patient's sample. Part of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to Kary Mullis in 1993 for his discovery of PCR. Finally, the structure of the spike protein, this is the part of the virus that attaches to cells, was determined in February using protein crystallization methods developed by two chemists, John Kendrew and Max Perutz, who received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for this discovery in 1962. These are just a few examples of how chemistry and chemists in particular are front and center with respect to combating the COVID-19 pandemic. The current public health crisis has really crystallized the importance of critical thinking and problem solving as essential skills in the world of the future. For example, we need someone right now to figure out how to test for COVID-19 at home with reliable results in under 30 minutes. We need to develop robust workplace procedures so the likes of grocery store clerks, hairstylists, meat factory workers can do their jobs without becoming sick and not infecting others. We need someone to develop guidelines for eating out in restaurants and traveling on planes. I don't miss the garbage plate, but I feel like I could go for a dozen buffalo wings right about now. Your degree in chemistry has prepared you extremely well to solve these and other problems of like consequence. A chemistry degree represents more than just getting a passing grade in a collection of organic and physical and inorganic and biological chemistry classes. It is more than the acquisition of executive skills such as good oral and written communication or a strong work ethic or being a team player, good time management. A degree in chemistry at Rochester is at its most fundamental, earning a degree in critical thinking and problem solving. So when you eventually get a real job, you will be called upon to solve someone else's problems just like you did as a student. And these problems will be likely hard problems, much harder than figuring out how many exponential curves make up a pyrene fluorescence decay in Chem 232. And perhaps even some of you will work on COVID-19 pandemic-related public health problems, making a true difference around the world in this unprecedented time. I want to close by saying your future and our future is directly in the hands of chemists. In short, graduates, it's in your hands. This may seem a little scary to some of you, but believe me, we faculty have confidence in you. For as Marty McFly, the time traveler from the movie series Back to the Future, said, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. I want to close with final advice by former manager of the New York Yankees and Baseball Hall of Famer Joe Torre, who said, don't be afraid to fail. Encourage your talent, use your heart, and never be unprepared. Before I close, I want to thank Deb Contestable for her work in putting all of this together. Our commencement videos, our slideshows, our programs, and all the web pages under very good difficult conditions. Thank you, Deb. Class of 2020, best of luck. Stay well. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. I'm Professor David McCammett, Chair of the Undergraduate Studies Committee. I would now like to recognize some outstanding graduates who have won chemistry department awards this year. The Dr. E.W. and Maud V. Flagg Award goes to Paul Sinclair. This award was established in 1982 as an endowed fund by Dr. John J. Flagg from the class of 1936 and recognizes outstanding performance and promise in chemistry by an undergraduate student. A faculty committee appointed by the chair of the Department of Chemistry selects the recipient. This award consists of a cash prize as well as a certificate of recognition from the department. The John McCreary Memorial Prize goes to Andrew Sopchak. This memorial fund was established in 1985 in tribute to the high academic and scientific standards and to the personal dedication of John James McCreary, who received his Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry with high distinction from the University of Rochester in 1975. John's career maintained its exemplary character until his untimely death in 1983. The award is given to an outstanding senior and consists of a cash prize and certificate. The American Chemical Society's Outstanding Achievement in Chemistry Award from the Rochester local section goes to Paul Sinclair. This award is given to a senior with an outstanding academic record and consists of a cash prize, certificate, recognition at the ACS's Rochester local section undergraduate research symposium, and the inclusion of the awardee's name on a plaque in the department. The American Chemical Society Inorganic Chemistry Award goes to Michaela Maiola. This award is given to a student who is selected by the faculty on the basis of outstanding academic achievement in inorganic chemistry. The award consists of a cash prize, certificate, and listing on the American Chemical Society website. The ACS Organic Chemistry Award goes to Jisoo Woo. This award is given to a student who is selected by the faculty on the basis of outstanding academic achievement in organic chemistry. The award consists of a cash prize, certificate, and listing on the ACS website. The ACS Physical Chemistry Award goes to Jana Jelusic. This award is given to a student who is selected by the faculty on the basis of outstanding achievement in physical chemistry and to encourage further pursuits in the field. The award consists of a cash prize, certificate, and listing on the ACS website. The ACS Analytical Chemistry Award goes to Chanbin Lee. This award is intended to encourage student interest in analytical chemistry and to recognize students who display an aptitude for a career in the field. The award consists of a personalized certificate from the ACS and a cash prize and certificate from the chemistry department. The Carl A. Whiteman Jr. Teaching Award goes to Yi-Min Talia Chen, Jana Jelusic, Chanbin Lee, Julian Masserin, Michaela Maiola, and Paul Sinclair. This award recognizes exemplary teaching by an undergraduate student in the Department of Chemistry. Carl Whiteman graduated from the University of Rochester in 1950 and worked continuously in the chemistry department until his retirement in 1986. His enthusiasm and dedication to laboratory teaching made him a legendary figure among undergraduate chemistry majors. This honor recognizes Carl's teaching excellence as well as that of the recipients who receive a cash award along with a certificate of recognition from the Department of Chemistry. The Chemistry Department Award goes to Yi-Min Talia Chen, John Clay, Brendan Kortzall, Julian Masserin, and Jacob Rosowski. The Chemistry Department Award is given to seniors in recognition of outstanding scholarship in the study of chemistry and outstanding citizenship as members of the department. The award consists of a cash prize and a certificate of recognition. We also would like to recognize 2 awards from the College of Arts and Sciences that were awarded to our graduating seniors. The Janet Howell Clark Prize goes to Yi-Min Talia Chen. The Janet Howell Clark Prize is awarded to the senior woman who has shown the greatest promise in creative work in physics, chemistry, biology, or astronomy, and has shown outstanding versatility in the mastery of allied fields. Selection is based on recommendations by the respective departments, which are evaluated by a committee appointed by the Dean of the College. The Ayman Amin Salim Memorial Prize goes to Julian Masserin. The Amin Salim Prize is awarded to the member of the senior class who best evidences the quality of good character and good citizenship, such as decency, reliability, responsibility, and congeniality, with preference given to students that have an interest in the biological sciences, art, writing, or athletics. We want to thank all of our awardees for their hard work and pursuit of excellence. Now we will recognize all of our graduating chemistry majors. Having been duly admitted to the degree for which they have been recommended, the faculty of the Department of Chemistry hereby confers Bachelor of Arts degrees to the following individuals. Yimin Talia Chen, with highest distinction. Aiden Kendra, with high distinction. Samantha Kerber. Chanbin Lee, with highest distinction. Cassidy Late. Chunhao Liu, with distinction. Tyler Mason. Tanner Metcalf, with highest distinction. Colin Murphy. Shenwan Rick Chu. Jacob Brzezowski, with highest distinction. William Schlageder, with high distinction. Gilbert Smoliak, with highest distinction. Andrew Sopchak, with highest distinction. Logan Worley, with highest distinction. Now we'll move on to our Bachelor of Science degrees. Having been duly admitted to the degree for which they have been recommended, the faculty of the Department of Chemistry hereby confers Bachelor of Science degrees to the following individuals. John Clay, with highest distinction. Jessica Conforti. Marissa Coscagano, with high distinction. Brendan Kortzel, with high distinction. Rulin Gao. Lillian Huntoon. Yana Jalusic, with high distinction. Julian Masserin, with highest distinction. Michaela Maiola, high distinction. Philip Palermo, with distinction. Anira Wren. Annabelle Salino, highest distinction. Paul Sinclair, highest distinction. Jisoo Wu, highest distinction. The entire faculty and staff of the chemistry department want to thank our graduates for their hard work over the past 4 years. We wish we could celebrate together on campus, but we hope that you'll come back and visit us once that's possible. Please accept our sincere congratulations to all the degree recipients and their families. We wish you the best of luck in everything that you take on.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Special shout out to the chemistry majors, especially Annabelle and my seniors from Chemistry 232. I'm so sad that our time together was cut short, and I wish you all the best in your future efforts.
Hello everyone, Bill Jones here, adding my congratulations to the chemists of the class of 2020 for obtaining one of the hardest degrees to obtain at the U of R. I want to give a special shout out to my 3 research assistants, John Clay, Anira Wren, and Philip Palermo. Good luck to you all in your future endeavors.
Dear class of 2020, it has been a tremendous honor to be part of your path toward becoming global citizens. We look forward to watch you tackle our most trying challenges and advance the Rochester flag worldwide. I wish you the greatest of success.
Hi seniors, this is Sue Cardinal, your chemistry and chemical engineering librarian. Congratulations! I'm so excited for you. I know you've worked so hard and these last few days must have been crazy, so good luck.
Hello and congratulations to everyone. You made it. I know this is not how everybody imagined graduation would be, but I hope you still all feel very accomplished and special because you are. Best of luck to you as you start the next chapter in your lives. Please keep in touch.
We are super proud of you and all your accomplishments. I wish we could be together. Best of luck, do great things, and please stay in touch.
Congratulations, class of 2020. 3 things. Love yourself, be kind, learn.